Hi everybody, welcome to the Digital Difference Maker YouTube channel. My name is David, and that's my dog barking, but anyways, we're going to continue. And today, what we're going to be talking about is a spreadsheet to rule them all, meaning one spreadsheet where you can go in and look at and manage your entire business. It's a spreadsheet that I've used in agencies before and that I've developed. Super simple to use, and I have it all ready for you guys. I just want to walk you through it, give you some value, and that way I can go yell at my dog. Please note that there were no animals or puppies or dogs yelled at or harmed in the making of this video. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so the one spreadsheet to rule them all. So what we're talking about today is a master spreadsheet that you can use to audit, keep track of, and maintain and grow your online marketing business. Now, this model is based off a service-based business, meaning where you provide services to clients, but this can be modified and used for really anything that's online marketing. I really like it because a couple benefits that it allows me to do is look at overall forecasted profit over a monthly cycle in an instantaneous snapshot. I also really like it because it can help me audit and keep track of services to make sure all the services are executed and launched on time. I also like it because it gives upselling opportunities in a very easy, quick snapshot because it allows me to view an overall service map in one instantaneous view. It's pretty simple to use. So right now, let's get started. Chapow! This is weird. Anyways, this is the one spreadsheet to rule them all. This is a spreadsheet that I've used to keep track of overall billing, overall cost, and just grow and scale your online service business. So, without further ado, let's walk through it. So, in column A, it's pretty simple. We have a list of services that are being provided. So for this example, I put in a couple services, mostly paid search. So we have Google Ads, search accounts, Bing Ads, PPC management fee, and Facebook advertising. So that is services. Column B is just it's a black bar to differentiate the difference between the service column and the client section. Over here, we have, on the top row, we have client A and client B. So I have two columns for each client, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But as we scroll through, you can add more and more clients if you so choose, and if you get more and more clients. So that's client A, client B. Now, as we go down, we can see exactly why I get into the two columns for each client. This is a merge cell. So I have what's called gross in column C here and net in column D. I should say gross in the left-hand column of each client and net in the right-hand column of each client. What does this mean? So this helps actually for billing purposes. When you're actually billing a client, you have an amount that you're going to bill them. Now, that would be what's called your gross column. Your net column is what that service actually cost you. What I have this mapped out to be is an approximation, a rough approximation of the overall cost of whatever that service is. And it depends on what services you're actually breaking down. For right now, we're going to be talking about digital marketing media buys, so specifically Google Ads, Bing Ads, any management fee, and Facebook advertising. But you can have other services in here too, like if you do email marketing, or you do reputation management, or competitor analysis, whatever it is, you can have that line item in there. So let's go through and explain what this is. So for client A, this is what I would do on a monthly basis. Again, if your service business is different than a month-to-month contract or a month-to-month setup, if it's quarterly, if it's annually, if it's semi-annually, whatever it is, you can modify it to whatever you like. Let's get into it. So let's say our first item here, this is $10,000. So that means to me that their media buy per month is roughly $10,000. With that, we have a net cost of $10,000. So what that means is I'm going to bill the client, if I'm putting the media buy on my credit card, I'm going to bill the client $10,000, and then I'm going to spend $10,000. If it's on the client's credit card, they're going to be billed by Google $10,000. So I just need to make sure I keep track of that, and then they are to spend $10,000. So that immediately lets me manage, okay, what exactly is the overall media buy spend for this exact service. Same thing as we go down to row 5, cell C5, Bing ads. So when I look at Bing ads here for client A, there's a $1,500 media buy that they're going to be billed by Bing, or that I'm going to bill them if I use my credit card. And then there is a actual $1,500 cost to that. So basically the difference between gross and net is what is actually charged versus what is the actual cost. And in between those two items are essentially your profit. So notice here for these two media buys, I'm spending the exact amount that Google and Bing is going to be billed. I find this is the best way, especially for paid search and direct media buys, because it's the most transparent. Now, when I get to line item 6, or row 6, specifically cell C6, I have what's called PPC management fee. So in this model, I actually equate this to have a percentage of the media buy. The percentage of the media buy, that's what my management fee is. Now this line item, I actually get paid on. So in this formula, as an example, I took 25%, that's what this formula shows, equals 0.25 times C4 plus C5. Because I'm viewing this PPC fee as Google ads and Bing ads, so that would be $10,000 plus $1,500. So I'm taking 25% times $11,500. One little neat cool thing that you'll see on Google Sheets and Excel is if I highlight these columns, I'll see the actual sum here in the bottom, which is pretty nifty. I do like that part. You can change it to average, min and max, counts, whatever you want to do, but I use it as the sum for my purposes. Note too that I am not using Excel spreadsheets, I'm using a Google Sheet. The reason why is because I can access it from any device that I have, whether I'm on the go, whether I'm using multiple devices, whatever. I like using a Google Sheet for this kind of information, but you could use an Excel spreadsheet as well. So notice that, back to row 6, notice that the PPC management fee, $28.75, that's my 25% of $11.5, that has no cost against it, approximately. There is nothing that goes against that item for gross. That is pure profit. Now, if you really want to get granular, you could do an hourly rate and associate an hourly rate against this. Let's say if you were to break down your hours, maybe you have 10 hours that goes against that. It takes you 10 hours to perform this service per month. If that's the case, and maybe you want to charge $200 an hour, you would have to do something like $200 times 10 hours. I screwed something up here. That's because I put the dollar sign. You could do $200 an hour times 10 hours, and that could give you some sort of internal cost. I don't do that, and I'll show you why. I'll show you why in a second. So actually, I'm going to show you why right now. If I scroll down here, here's another thing to note too. Notice my top client A through the gross and net rows, those stay as I scroll up and down. And also my services column, that stays as I scroll left to right. I find that this is the easiest way to navigate the spreadsheet. I froze specific columns and rows for this because it's really helpful. And again, you'll have this in the link. So as I scroll down, I'll have a grand total, which is my gross, which is actually every single column summed up together, equating to this 14,375, and then I'll have my total net, which again is everything in this D column summed up together, only the numbers, and then I get totals here. So the difference of these overall totals is actually my monthly profit. So what this shows is there was a gross billing to the client of this amount, this $14,375 in this example. There was a net cost of $11,500, and the overall profit for me is $28.75. So now I can forecast exactly what I'm going to make for this client. And the real great thing about this spreadsheet is not only does it allow you to keep track of gross and net, not only does it allow you to estimate monthly profitability and things like that. That was my dog. She is okay. But you can also add in services, like let's say I wanted to do reputation management. I can add in reputation management. Maybe that's a $500 billable item that I can do for my client, and maybe there's no cost except my labor that goes against that. So now that I updated that, that's going to update my gross column, or my gross cell, my total gross cell, and it's going to update my total profit, because basically what this total profit is, did I push the wrong button? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Basically what this total column is here, what this monthly row that I have broken out here is the total. And what the formula is just your C33 total gross column minus D33 total net column. And that gives you a total forecasted amount. Now you can do this across all the clients. What I like to do if I add a client is I'll take this, I just took these two columns, copied it, I'm going to go over here, go in these two columns, and paste it. And this would be client C. And then I would adjust the numbers, maybe, I don't know, this is 5,000, maybe this is, 300. So my PPC management fee maybe I didn't get 25%, maybe I only got 22%. Did I do that right? 22%. And I don't have reputation management on here, but I do have a competitor analysis that I'm going to do one time, and I have a $750, $49 billable line item against it. Now I can go to this client C, and I can immediately, quickly see exactly what the snapshot of profitability is for this client. And that allows me to gauge, okay, awesome, what's my profitability? Is everything that goes against that, so on and so forth. And notice how I just quickly added services in there. It allows you to build up your menu very, very quickly, and it can help you identify opportunities to upsell. So maybe for this client, I'm using Bing ads, but for this client, I'm not using Bing ads. I can highlight this row and see everywhere that I'm using Bing ads for or not. So maybe Bing ads is an opportunity for this client. I can quickly identify that, send out a quick email. Hey, I saw if you have some opportunities and case studies available. Hey, I just got client A, 55, let's say 300% return on investment, or 300% return on ad spend for Bing ads. Are you interested? I think it would be worth a couple $100 investment. That allows you to easily identify upsells and easily make quick wins. So last but not least, when I go down here, I have one more column here, not column, but cell, and it starts with profit, and it is cell A36 and A37. So A37 is actually the sum of all the numbers in row 35, and that is all the profit line items. Nice. So what that allows me to do is see my monthly profit as a business overall. Again, this is, how do I say it? It's net profit, but not really. It's profit before your labor. It's profit before taxes. It's profit before a bunch of stuff, before expenses, before employees, before everything. But it allows you to see a quick line item analysis of, okay, what am I making from each client? How do I evaluate upsell opportunities, so on and so forth. Great thing about this is it'll change dynamically depending upon what you want to put in it. And it's a very, very, very useful tool to help scale and run your business. So that is it, everybody. This is the one spreadsheet to rule them all. Hope you enjoyed. If you like this content, if you find any value in this whatsoever, please leave me a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting more information and more helpful tools in the coming future. And if you're interested in me having my dog with shenanigans happening in the making of this video, please just stay to the end. So thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate your time. I will see you next time. This is the DDM YouTube. This is the DDM YouTube channel signing out. Thank you. Good posture, buddy. Good posture. I'm recording. Okay. Oh, I tilted the camera wrong. Dang it. Why? Just why? Like, why? Why can't they just leave things alone? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Difference Maker. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I think she's done. Okay. Deep breath. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Difference Maker. Row, 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 row. Row, 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 row.